Welcome back. Let's talk about cars. All right, we are at Miller Motorcars in Greenwich, Connecticut. And if anybody's been here, you know. If you know, you know. It's unreal. So right in front of me, we've got the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series. The track-focused extreme version of the AMG GT. This thing is just nuts. It's a little bit lighter weight. It's considerably faster around the Nürburgring. It's 21 seconds faster than the AMG GTR Pro, which is a lot, and that was in its own right a very fast car. And what do we got here? Ferrari F50, Ferrari F40, SF90 Stradale, LaFerrari behind that, Alpha in the corner. More LaFerraris. This place is insane. I'm really digging the Black Series in black. Great looking car. Even amongst all the stellar competition in here with the F40s, F50s. Gotta love that. The rear ring really works well for this. And this one has over 700 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, quarter mile in the mid-10s. Look at that, it's a huge wing, as you can see. Now there is a special version of this, I believe, for people that signed up to purchase the AMG 1, I believe, the latest supercar. If you know more about that, please comment below. But there's a certain paint job with these. It has, I think, the Mercedes, that has the Mercedes logo all over the back, I believe. And it's exclusive to people that got on the list to buy the AMG 1, and then they also were able to get a special extra limited version of this. And I'm probably screwing that up a little. I don't know the exact details, but if you know, please comment below. Pretty nice offset from the factory. I think the wheels look good. See the V8 bi-turbo badge. This is the 4-liter twin turbo V8 that's been reworked. You can see lots going on in the hood here for cooling. It has, I believe it's a flat plane crank, it's twin turbo, and it's pushing out over 700 horsepower. So it's an extreme car. It's not exactly the same 4-liter that you would get in your standard AMG V8, although those are still pretty badass. Take a look at the interior. A little fuzzy, but you can see the seats, the sport back seats, a lot of carbon in the interior. Nice tasteful spec here, nothing wild. Black on black, black wheels, black paint, black interior. You can't go wrong with that on the Mercedes. And the front end is just menacing on these. The grille, that splitter, the carbon splitter at the bottom. Oh, I love it. F40, F50, it's really tight. I could barely squeeze through here. So we probably aren't going to spend too much time on these cars. But they are fantastic. I mean, who doesn't love an F50? I think the F50 is highly underrated for what it is. I mean, it gets a lot of praise, don't get me wrong. But I love the simplicity. I love the steering wheel. I love the basic carbon in the vents and the carbon doors. And this is still part of that era where Ferraris were really race cars. This and the F40 next to it are race cars. Street cars that you can take to the track and race. They're not luxurious. And so they're for real car guys, real enthusiasts. The SF90 next to it, not to knock it, it's just the direction that supercars, hypercars have gone in, but it's a luxury car now. It's a luxury car that's incredibly fast, that does everything. It can read your mind, and it's insanely fast, and it's comfortable, and it's easy to drive. The maintenance isn't as intense. I love the magnesium wheels on these. These came with 18-inch magnesium wheels. And pretty low profile. I guess that's a 40 series Pirelli. We've got 17s here compared to the 17s. I love period correct wheels. When I was a kid, oh, you got to swap the wheels on everything. But nah, something about, I like factory wheels now. I guess I'm getting old. Guess I'm getting old. Now, what are you guys taking, 40 or 50? F40 or F50? That's a tough call. This is the twin turbo, 2.9 liter V8. The red seats have carbon back. They're both manual, of course. Now the F50 is naturally aspirated V12. I think it's a 5.5 liter, 5.2 or 5, yeah, 5.5, I believe. Pretty cool F50 toolbox next to the F50. SF90. Another F40. This place is nuts. LaFerraris everywhere. One time I was in here and they had 5 or 6 LaFerraris. One of them was an Aperta. Just madness. Oh, I love the LaFerrari in the dark gray. That is so cool. Iconic. That was the kid of the 80s I was, and that was the car right there. That and the Lamborghini Countach. I remember running into the bookstore, begging my parents, let me look at the magazines. Oh, look, there's a Ferrari book. Can we get the Ferrari book? Because that was the only way I could see these cars. That was the only way that I could see these cars back in the day. And now they're everywhere. Now you have random guys like me throwing videos up on YouTube, and you can see the cars, and they're just more supercars than ever. There's so many special cars, limited cars. You know, it's endless now. Back then in the 80s and 90s, you had Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, you know, maybe a Lotus here and there, maybe some other stuff, but that was about it. That was about it. So we're going to leave you here with the Mercedes. And that's it for today, guys. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.